The president is in Poland this morning, where he's just wrapping up, as you say, a press conference here with the Polish President Duda. A fascinating moment. The president on international soil criticizing American media and American intelligence agencies, but also saying that the United States is preparing to work with Poland to confront Russian destabilization of that region. Here's what the president said just a few moments ago in Warsaw.
We're working with Poland in response to Russia's actions and destabilizing behavior.
The president on his way to Hamburg, Germany, where I am right now. He'll be here for the G20 starting tomorrow. A lot of anticipation about the president's various international meetings here tomorrow, including with President Xi Jinping of China and also with President Vladimir Putin of Russia. It's really unknown at this point what the president is going to say in that meeting with Vladimir Putin here in Hamburg tomorrow. White House aides not saying that there's anything specific on the agenda, so a lot of questions about exactly what will transpire in that meeting. The president was pressed in Warsaw just moments ago on the issue of Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. elections. Some questions about whether he'll bring that up with Vladimir Putin tomorrow. Moments ago, though, the president said that he believes that Russia interfered in the U.S. election, but he also believes it could have been other people. And he questioned U.S. intelligence conclusion that, in fact, Russia did take steps to interfere in the U.S. election, saying that he remembers weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, a case in which U.S. intelligence agencies got it wrong in terms of the intelligence underlying that conclusion. So the president raising the possibility here that the U.S. intelligence agencies have gotten it wrong again. Guys, back over to you.
Eamon, just in general, a bit of a series of hardline comments by the presidency with regard to North Korea, as well as with regard to Russia and its destabilization of the region, as well as, you know, it seemed he took the opportunity again to kind of hit at the NATO allies and say that they have to start paying more. So kind of across the board, he took that tone.
Yeah, absolutely. He's standing in Poland this morning, and that's a country where they have been contributing money to the defense industry at the rate at which the president wants them to. So the president very much pleased that Poland is contributing. He said that his rhetoric on getting other NATO countries to contribute their defense spending numbers has worked, that they've been increasing their defense spending. So the president very much facing a warm reception here in Poland today. But ultimately, on North Korea, he was asked whether North Korea is beyond redemption or not. The president saying simply, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but also saying that the United States is prepared to deal very strongly with North Korea.
Like how he thanked the Polish Americans for voting for him in the last election as well. Eamon. Any sense?
He did. That's what he opened with.
Right. Any sense of what the next, I mean, he's speaking later this morning, also in Poland. He says there's a very big crowd gathering. The White House, as I understand it, has been billing this as a major foreign policy speech. What's it going to be about?
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's going to be about the U.S. approach to the world. The White House has released some excerpts of the speech. We'll wait and see what the president has to say in the full comments later today. But again, this is an opportunity for the president to kick this international trip, his second, off in sort of high gear here, because the president is in a country in Poland where he's very welcome. He's got close relations with President Duda, who's also elected on sort of a nationalist ticket in Poland. There's questions there about immigration and the Polish approach to the European Union as well. So the president in much more comfortable territory in Poland than he will be here in Hamburg. I can tell you that there were a number of protests here in Hamburg last night when we arrived. I think we've got a couple of pictures we can show you of some of the protesters here. Must have been about 10 to 15,000 protesters marching in the street here in Hamburg against the G20, against capitalism in general, against Donald Trump in specific. Some of the protesters here very angry with this president. He's going to deal with a president here in Germany, Angela Merkel, who is very different in terms of her approach to international organizations than Donald Trump, and who has defended NATO and has defended the Paris Climate Accord, something that the president is pulling the United States out of. So his reception here in Hamburg is going to be much different than it is there in Warsaw this morning.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.